So, quick update from me as I drove home from the office. Actually, helps if I not open the window while I'm talking. So yeah, went into the office today and get some work done while the kids are at home. There is a massive distraction, so but that's expected. In regards to eczema, abrocitinib, and all things skin, touch wood, I'm doing quite well. The face is a little bit more sensitive, but red light therapy is definitely helping with the rest of the body, the thicker skin. I'm still taking the collagen supplements pretty much every day, but being in the office today, actually I felt much more dry in terms of just my face and my hands. And again, that's expected because there's air conditioning in the office. It's not a particularly warm day, so the air conditioning wasn't really high, but I could still definitely feel it when compared to having no air conditioning at home. So that's noticeable, like straight away. My hands, I'm still doing no moisture treatment, so I'm not applying anything. So yeah, it's noticeable. In terms of red light therapy, I'm still doing my 3 minutes. Okay, so I'm doing 12 minutes on the chest and stomach, 10 minutes on the back, so 12 minutes on the chest and stomach, and that's at around 12 inches to maybe a little bit less. On the back, I'm a little bit closer, I'm about 6 inches, that's 10 minutes, and then 3 minutes on the face with my eyes closed. And then I'm actually starting to supplement it with a red light therapy wand. So there are ones that there is a wand that I'm using. Sorry, there's a car really close to me and it's an old biddy driving. There's one that I'm using, which I'm starting to supplement. So I'm just using it on the right side of my face just to see how it helps, if it helps. I'm doing it as a bit of a split of an A/B test, and I've been doing it for about 2 weeks, and I've not noticed anything different in terms of results. But what I have noticed is when I eat a lot of sugar, not surprises, when I eat a lot of sugar or fried food, takeaway, things like that, my skin is inflamed. Not majorly, because abrocitinib has been damping the results or the flare-ups, because abrocitinib is obviously suppressing the immune system. So yeah, that's the other thing I wanted to talk about is abrocitinib. I'm using it as a really good and effective shield while I'm doing no moisture treatment and topical steroid withdrawal, because I haven't applied any steroids for the last year. I would say it's close to a year since I've applied steroids, and probably a little bit less since I've applied any sort of moisturizer. So that's going really well. With abrocitinib, you're supposed to reduce the amount of direct sun exposure that you get, but at the same time, red light therapy isn't UV, and even UV, from what I've read, isn't direct sunlight. There are certain rays in the UVB and UVA which are in the red light machine, but at the same time, my Platinum Biomax 450 doesn't have as much UV or blue light as the sun directly. So that's fine. And even now the sun is kind of staring at me as I'm driving home at 5:46 p.m. But again, it's shielded through the windscreen. But at the same time, the evening sun and the morning sun is really good for you. So if you can get that, great. If you're on abrocitinib, you need to be careful. I'm not drinking, I'm not vaping, I'm not doing any of the bad shit that I was doing before, just because I don't really fancy doing it. So I've cut that out. So that's definitely helping. But again, I'm not measuring it, and I can't measure it because I haven't been doing any of the above excessively by any means. when it comes to water intake, it's summer, so no moisture treatment, strict no moisture treatment, according to Dr. Sato, is limiting the amount of water that you drink, and that includes water in foods, water in tea, coffee, juices, things like that. I'm not following that strictly. I'm just not drinking enough water, and I think that's just me being lazy, or me working and not finding the time to drink. Although saying that, I do drink espressos. I have at least 3 espressos, double espressos a day, which is in some people's book excessive, but I quite like coffee, so I will drink it. You know, I don't know. So apart from that, I don't have too much to share in the way of updates. If you've got any questions, let me know. I am building out a site for red light therapy, which I will monetize, but that's not the whole aim for it. It is to help people you know, find the best device for them. I have also done a test on AliExpress red light therapy machine versus Platinum Biomax, so a premium machine, an expensive machine, and I've used a red light therapy irradiance meter to detect the red light therapy, the red light and the near infrared light, in terms of the energy it produces. So I'll be, when I get some time, publishing that soon. That should help some people. At the same time, I see a lot of people who are suffering with topical steroid withdrawal who are not doing red light therapy, who are not even spending time outside. So if you don't have a red light therapy machine, that's fine, spend some time outside. There is a colleague who I spoke to who has some spots on his face. He has some acne, or it looks like acne, it could just be sort of hormonal spots, and I've told him about red light therapy. He can't afford a red light therapy machine, but what he has noticed is over summer, as he spent time outside, his acne and his spots has gone down quite dramatically, actually. So that's why I said to him, just spend as much time as you can outside, and get some of that sun, because it really does help. And then when you think of people in India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Thailand, any of the Asian countries where there is a lot of sun, certainly more than the UK, you will find less and less people with skin disorders, just because they're spending more time in the sun. Whether it's deliberate or not, they are getting more sun than you. That doesn't mean taking vitamin D tablets and all this forgiven. No, you need to have direct skin exposure from the sun, and that actually helps. So I hope this video at least helps one person. If it does, great. If it doesn't, shit, I don't know. Yeah, all the best.